When you were 10 years old, a single summer felt like a lifetime. 3 months, long enough to become a different person by the end. Now you're older, and somehow an entire year passes in what feels like a long weekend. This is not your imagination. Something real is happening to your perception of time. Time doesn't just pass, you construct it, and the way you construct it changes everything. When you are 10 years old, 1 year is 10% of your entire life. When you are 40, 2.5%. William James proposed this in 1890. Each successive year feels shorter because it represents a smaller fraction of your total experience. Your brain does not store time, it stores events. When you were a child, almost everything was new. As you age and life becomes more routine, fewer distinct memories are formed. When you look back at a year of routine, it collapses. It left almost no trace. Your brain has a biological clock, and it slows down as you age. In childhood, the internal clock runs fast, making external time seem slow. As you get older, it slows. A drug that speeds it up, like adrenaline in danger, makes time seem to crawl. Think about the last 3 months of your life. How much can you actually recall? Specific, vivid, distinct memories. For most people in routine lives, 3 months of lived experience collapses into a handful of moments. The rest didn't leave a mark. There's a cruel paradox here. The life we spend most of our adult years building, stable, comfortable, predictable, is exactly the kind of life that disappears from memory fastest. You can live a very good life and look back at decades that feel like they lasted a few months. The ancient Greeks had 2 words for time: chronos, clock time, and kairos, the significant moment, time experienced as meaningful. What we remember, what makes life feel long and full, is always kairos, the moments that mattered, the firsts, the deeply felt. Proust spent 7 volumes exploring this. What we fail to notice, we fail to store. What we fail to store, we lose not to time, but to inattention. The enemy of felt time is not age, it's the absence of attention. When you are a beginner at something, every session is dense with new information, new failures, new small victories. Memory density spikes. Time, in retrospect, feels long and full. The discomfort of being a beginner is the sensation of time being built. One of the reasons childhood feels so long is that it was full of markers. Adult life tends to lose them. Without anchors, the brain has nothing to space memories against. A year with 12 conscious markers feels longer than a year with none. The time was identical. The experience was not. Keeping a record of your days, even briefly, forces attention. You cannot write "Today I did X" without first noticing that X happened. Attention creates memory. Memory creates felt time. A daily note of 3 sentences written consistently can make a year feel like several. The clock is the same for everyone. What you build inside it is not. The summer of your 10th year felt like a lifetime because you were paying attention. That capacity doesn't disappear with age. It just requires more deliberate effort to find